We have Adam LeBlanc here, lead singer of 16 Candles. Definitely one of the biggest 80s cover bands here, in the Midwest and definitely here in the Chicagoland area. Got a whole bunch of shows lined up starting in July. Adam, tell me a little bit about what it was like to connect with fans during the quarantine, because you did do a lot of videos live on Facebook Live, on Twitch, just keeping up that social media, keeping people connected with the band.
Yeah, it's been a challenge. I think as an artist, or as anyone who's putting themselves out there, it's been a challenge to um, just kind of reimagine ways to connect with people over social media. Um, we were started by making music videos. We're like, you know what, we got this time. Let's get together and make some music videos and just some recordings. And so we would be sending files back and forth and taping ourselves, and then sending those files back and forth and cutting videos together. But at a certain point, I kind of got the idea of like, well, we've got all these shows that we have recorded archived. Our lighting guy, Mike Gottschall, he has recorded a bunch of our shows, and so we had those archived because he was trying to make a promo reel for us. Be like, hey, this is 16 Candles. Here's some cool footage, and so we've got a bunch of that footage. And when we would play festivals and they'd beam it on a screen, we would ask for a copy of that too. And so we cut all those up, and basically we just made a set list of songs from different places, such as House of Blues or Dirty Nellies in Palatine or 20 Monroe Live in Grand Rapids. These shows that we have, and we just would I would just I'm a DJ, so I would sit there, and that's my DJ name, DJ Annabelle. I
DJ
would
Annabelle.
Yeah, that's me. That's my DJ moniker. But I would sit there and I was like, you know what? I can play these videos and we can beam them on Facebook Live. Here's an example. So this is what I would be doing on Friday for Friday Night Live. I'd play, I'd switch back and forth between screens, and I'd get to just show the fans live performances and music videos, and there'd, just chat with people in the chat box and kind of become interactive. And it became very interactive over time. And it's been really a really cool way to stay connected with the fans.
And it's not just, online that we can see you. Starting in July, there's going to be a whole bunch of shows that are coming. I mean, Lake Forest, Taste of Lincoln Avenue, Wheeling, Schaumburg, Navy Pier on the 3rd of July. I mean, you're playing everywhere. I mean, how does it feel to be able to, like, that feeling of you're going to go out there and play for the fans again?
It's indescribable, let me tell you. It's been a long it's been a long 13 months since we've been on stage. 14 months maybe. Playing live. I think we had a gig in Milwaukee at the Rave, and then we're like, oh, this is really happening. Okay, gigs are starting to cancel. I guess we'll see you guys whenever. And so I can't wait. It's just there's no feeling like it. Like getting to connect with people and share the music, and I mean that's why I do it. Is because it's just to bring joy through music. Especially it's with this music, it's fun because it's stuff everybody knows, and it brings them back to different times in their life, or they have different memories with it and that kind of stuff. So it's really I'm ecstatic. Yeah, I can't wait. I've been counting down the days until the weather gets nicer, and doing shots online, drinking online with people over Twitch. When I'm DJing and that kind of stuff, which again makes me feel connected. But I can't wait to feel the actual connection.
You can actually clink the bottles together in real life, very, very soon. Now, I did an
Sure.
interview with Spotify recently, and they were talking about, during this like crazy time we had, that people were going towards their comfort music to help them bring them some type of peace during this time, which is like why 80s and 90s and 70s music was just like soaring, through their streaming platform.
Yeah.
Did you get any of those messages of like, oh my goodness, like the 80s were like my time, or even like younger people who maybe, might see you guys at festivals, but necessarily didn't grow up, and what that music means to them? And, what does it mean to you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny because I was born in '83, so during the '90s, my brother was buying all these '80s compilations and blasting them, and that's how I got my education on '80s music for the most part. And also, turning up VH1 when my mom was taking a nap in the basement and getting in trouble and dancing around to George Michael or Tiffany or whatever was, Whitney Houston, whatever was playing on there. But yeah, it was such an era of innovation. synthesizers were coming to the forefront and drum machines and these electronic sounds. And so mixing all of that into everything from pop to R&B to everything that was coming out. It's funny, I was talking to a friend and they were saying, I was talking to my parents and they were saying we were busy raising kids when a lot of this music was coming out, so we couldn't go and see these bands live and that kind of stuff. And they were like, so, your band kind of is this surrogate of getting to experience this music in a live setting, and it made me feel good because it's same thing. You can hear a song, be like, yeah, it's a good song, I really like that song, but when you hear a song over a huge sound system with people actually playing it, it's a different experience, and it's yeah, you get emotional.
Oh, exactly. And I said to myself, everyone was wondering like what was going to be the safe time of when they felt comfortable going out in crowds. And I was like, when I can listen and I can sing the words to Don't Stop Believing out loud and people are singing it behind me and I'm not
Yes.
scared, I was like, that'll be the point that I'll feel 100% comfortable.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a special feeling.
exactly. Now, I wanted to ask you, as far as like artists, what are we going to see as far as coming up? Are we keeping because you've played everybody from Depeche Mode to Madonna to the one hit wonders of the 80s. What's coming July 2021 for the band? Obviously our old favorites, but any new stuff that you're incorporating?
Yeah, so we've been working. It's funny. We were working on some stuff right before quarantine happened, and so we're basically reviving that stuff. We've got a new Erasure tune that we've worked up. We basically made we're making videos for the ones that we had learned. So Chains of Love, which we're really excited about. I just think that's gonna kill live, and I can't wait to same thing. Like I can't wait to perform it live and get that energy from the audience. We've been working on Easy Lover by Philip Bailey and Phil Collins too, which is another like I think hard hitter, and I think we're really excited to play that stuff out live for people. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I don't know if you know the specifics yet, but as far as Navy Pier on the 3rd of July, how is that show going to work out as far as like capacity and people? And do people need to buy tickets, or if people want to celebrate with you guys on the 3rd, what are some info we need to know?
Yeah, I don't think that you need tickets. It's their beer garden at the end of the pier, and we've been doing that consecutively for wow, probably the past 10 years. And we even did it last summer, I believe. Um, which was cool. And I think it's kind of like distance when you can, and I think it's kind of really up to the people that are in the audience to kind of just play it safe. And I don't, it's open air, and there's no gating or anything, so I think you can just kind of waltz by and listen to us and kind of join in the fun if you want.
Oh, exactly, exactly. And then final thing I want to ask you, as far as the last time that we chatted, I got to see your whole record collection, or at least part of your record collection behind you.
It's all still behind me. It's all back there.
There it is. There it is. The
Big
one you
reveal.
play the most, the one you continue to share, with people, the one when you want to uplift yourself. What's that one '80s record that you always go to? How about two? How about two? Two or three?
Oh, sure, sure. I mean, I'm such a music geek that there's so much. I would have to say, um, the one 1999 from Prince is one of the ones that like just let's pretend we're married, DMSR 1999, like there's so many tracks on there that just get me excited. And same with I would say Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation 1814. Like there's so many hits on that record. Like Miss You Much, Love Will Never Do, Escapade, like just feel good stuff. That obviously I'm from Minnesota, so I can't help myself. Like that Minneapolis sound, just it gets me going, and it just it got me through the winter. Those records get me through the winter months for sure, because they bring me a little sunshine when there's not so much outside. So
Oh, exactly. But a lot of sunshine, coming our way over the next couple of weeks. Check out 16 Candles on Instagram, on Facebook, on their website as well too. You can go ahead. There's the website right there. And if you're the best, you always come prepared. You always come
I'm
prepared. And
prepared. I was like, here's 16 candles. And if you ever want to check me out on Saturday nights, again, when we're not playing, I'll be hopping on Twitch. And that's a link tree to my original tunes and some Spotify playlists that I made. And our 16 candles stuff is there as well. So yeah, please check us out.
so you can celebrate with starting with the 4th of July holiday going on. Cities, suburbs, everywhere. They're going to be, with us all summer. That means summer is back in Chicago, and we can't do it without 16 Candles. So, Adam, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Thanks for talking to me.